Now, we are going to take a look at how we can use Google search terms in order to find different views of the same information and yet access the database in different ways to get different points of view, and in some cases more limited information, and in some cases more detailed information. So traditionally, if we had a search term such as dog training, we would scroll down through the local results and we'd see at least 10 results that we could use. Now, Google Advanced Search allows us to use different operators and different terms so that we would be able to use the very same words, dog training, yet find different information. So in this particular case, we would take some of the operators like quotations, and we would find that the search would be absolutely different, even in local results. So we're going to take a look at some of these operators as well as take a look at some of the other sites that we can take different views of the same information. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at the search operators quotation marks. And so when we start with the term, and let's use the term low carb dieting, you're going to get a certain number of results. One thing that we can do is we can add quotations to the beginning and end of the entire set of search terms. And what we're telling Google to do is to look for this term in particular, or these three words together. And so what we're going to do now is we'll notice that we've got 661,000 results. We're now going to use just that term, and you'll notice that we have narrowed down the results significantly to 93,400, and we have a more defined set of terms. So the very first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to use quotation marks as your search limitation. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Another way to do a search is when you're not quite sure of all of the words that go in between a particular multi-word keyword, then you'll want to do what's called a wildcat search. And you can do a wildcat search by using the asterisk. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the term as it is. You'll see that right now it's giving us 11 million results. We are going to now change this to an asterisk. We're going to put the asterisk at the beginning. I'm going to put the asterisk at the end. And then we're actually going to then hit send. You'll notice that the results increase because what we're doing is we're widening the search and we're saying to Google, we're not quite certain if those are all of the right words in between. So what it tries to do is it tries to give a wider net and a wider set of results. And what you're going to see is that you're going to have a different set of the first 10 results in actuality to look through. So again, when you don't know quite what the terms are or you're not quite certain of them, use a wildcat search and the asterisks. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at using the minus command. And we use the minus command when we want to tell Google we want to look for the term that we've placed in the search bar, but we want you to exclude a certain popular term or a certain term that we think would cloud the results. So in this particular case, we're going to go with the term low carb dieting, but we're going to use the minus sign, and then we're going to put in another term. And then we're going to hit enter. Now, what you'll find is that you have some advertisements, but once you actually go past the advertisements, you're actually going to be able to go past into the set of results, and the set of results that we have will not have the term that we placed behind the minus. So this is a good way of getting another view without certain terms at a glance. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We can actually limit our search to finding the term that we're looking for, but only within a certain site. So for example, we're looking for the term low carb dieting, But we could specify and we could say we only wanted to find low carb dieting within a certain site. So we'll want to place the word site, then colon, and then we may want to put the site in there. In this particular case, we could use ebay.com. We'll click enter, and the only results that are going to come back are going to be those from ebay.com. And we can actually do that with any top level domain as long as we have the site term that we want and then the site that we are looking for. We could change this to Amazon. And you'll see that the only results that are going to come back are going to be those from Amazon. So what you're telling Google basically is go to the site that I specify and then find my search terms. It's a handy way of being able to locate items or locate terms within a specific site. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. One way to use the search engine is to find sites that are going to be related to the one that you are actually doing research on. So in this particular case, if we were to write in the site Atkins.com, we would actually find that all of the results would be focused around the site, as it should be. However, what we could also do is we could also use a search parameter called related. And we're going to write in related and then colon. And we're not going to leave any spaces behind the colon. And once we have that written in, we're going to hit enter. And what's going to happen is we're going to get relevant results to Atkins.com. So if you're looking to do research to find out what sites are like Atkins.com when it comes to the information that they have on their site, you can use the related colon, just making sure that there is no space between the colon and the site that you are going to be looking for. You don't have to put the HTTP in there. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Another way to get more specific information in a search is to use the AllInTitle command. And basically what you're doing is you're telling Google, bring back only those pages that have our keywords in the title of the page. And so typically if someone names a page behind certain keywords, that information is going to be relevant to those keywords. So we're safe in looking for specifically those pages that have our keywords. And the way that you look for that search parameter is that you will type in at the very beginning, AllInTitle. That'll be one word. Going to put a colon. You're going to put a space after the word. Then you'll click enter. You're going to find that all of the pages that have the name, in this particular case, low carb dieting, will then come up. This is a way for you to get different search results, yet relevant to a particular search that you would not find otherwise if they didn't rank first in search in the first place. So again, you are finding other ways of looking at your keyword with diversity of information. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, another way to actually look at our search information is to get more specific about where the words need to appear on the page. And we can use the around command in all caps so that we can determine the distance between terms that a word can appear. Let's take a look. So for example, we would use the term around in this case. We would use all caps. And then we're going to say that we only want there to be one word of separation between the two. So we're going to say in this case, and we're going to put that in parentheses. Now, there can't be any spaces between all of these words, so we'll need to eliminate those. There can be a space here. So we've said low carb can only be separated by one word. So now we're going to click enter. And you'll see then that our search results are going to change again. And basically what you're going to see is that there are going to be a lot more instances where the words low carb diet appear, because we've said that we only want those pages where the words have this proximity, could only have one word separating them. We could change this now to 2, and we'll get a different set of search results. And you'll see that here. So the around command gives us control over how our keyword can appear in the search results when Google retrieves our results. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.